In this video, I'm going to cover dynamic replacement for fuzzing jobs. Dynamic replacement is a very advanced concept, and it fundamentally exists to solve a problem that happens to some projects, which consist of them using some sort of a constant and then them needing to test the suite by changing the constant, but them not being necessarily able to or wanting to manage multiple branches with different constants. And so we have a page called Dynamic Replacement Demo, which shows you the high level idea. And then I'm going to show you how to actually use it with a job. So here I have a tester that I wrote for liquidity governance. And you can see here I have the mainnet governance address, the mainnet bold address, the minimum gas hook, and then this not formatted constant. And fundamentally, one of the limitations of dynamic replacement is we have the name of the variable, we have a type, and then a value. And so some constants could be expressed in this way, but to avoid ambiguity, we require that you set them up in this way with a interface or with a type so that we can reliably find it and replace it. But assuming you go and accept our limitation, then what we can do is, let's say the mainnet governance is at this address, we are actually able to grab your code, your Solidity code, and then we can replace that dynamically before running the suite. And so what's going to happen in the runner is we're going to clone the repo, we're going to cd into the working directory. We're then going to find your file called setup, and that's how our dynamic replacement is set up. We find the setup.sol file, and then we're going to perform this replacement, and we're going to replace maybe all these values. And using dynamic replacement, again, allows you to change these configuration settings, and it's also usable in an even more advanced use case, which is called governance fuzzing, which means that we can dynamically replace your constants with values that we fetch from on-chain. And the same idea applies to how we handle updating the block number and the block timestamp. We fundamentally find your warp and roll in setup.sol, and then we update their value as well. So this is the idea. As I said, it's at this dynamic replacement demo URL. And instead, if you want to use it in a job, you will go to the job folder or job page, and then you will just toggle dynamic replacement here. You will then find the name of the variable. So let's say in this case, it will be mainnet governance. The interface will be the type, so it will be address. And as I said, you have to set them up in this way. And then lastly, you will grab perhaps a value and you will simply store it in this way. And by doing so, you are now able to run a job where we're going to dynamically replace these variables.